You're listening right now to the audio on the microphone of the Mailada X5. Now this comes with two wireless lavalier microphones, as you can see, and I got both of them clipped to my shirt using the magnetic clips that comes with it, which by the way I really love. This is a great way to clip your microphones to your shirt. Now, things that you should note is that I'm going to be switching between this microphone on the right that has the wind muff, the included wind muff, and this microphone on the left that does not have the included wind muff, and I did that on purpose. It does have one, but I did not attach it. All right, so you might be noticing that there are lights blinking and they have different colors. So the solid blue light means that they are connected to the receiver, and the blinking lights, one is blinking blue because I have the sound isolation or noise reduction activated on this microphone, whereas on this one I do not have the noise activation, the noise canceling function activated. Both are blinking because the internal recording of each microphone is being active right now. So this means that it is transmitting audio to the receiver. The phone, which is connected to, is receiving the audio and is recording the audio into the video. At the same time, each microphone has a file that is being recording the sound that I am speaking. So this is awesome because in any event where there is interference between the transmitters and the receiver, then you have a backup file that works just great, and you can just sync it in post later. Now, there's a lot to like about this Mailada X5. The first thing that I like is that it comes in a charging box, so you can charge both transmitters and the receiver at the same time just by putting them in the box. The box also has some 4 LED lights are actually ultraviolet lights that they're supposed to disinfect the transmitters and the receiver. Not sure why you would want to disinfect the receiver, but it disinfects all your devices while they are charging. Now, another thing that I like, as I mentioned before, they both have internal recording, which is awesome, especially when you are in complicated situations where the transmission might be interrupted either by interference, maybe somebody somewhere nearby had a microwave going on, and I know that causes interference, or maybe there are several people in a room where everybody's recording some sort of wireless transmitters and receivers, and there's a lot of mess in the ambient in terms of radio waves. So each microphone being recording the audio at the same time while transmitting, then that's going to definitely save your work. Another great thing about this, the receiver, is that it has a lot of versatility in terms of where you can connect it. You can connect it to a camera using a 3.5mm plug. You can connect it to your USB-C compatible phone, even the new iPhone 15s, which are USB-C, and iPhone 14 and beyond, or later actually, earlier, you can plug it into the Lightning port because it comes with both adapters. Now, one thing to note is that because it is USB-C, you can also plug it into your computer, like I did on my Mac Studio, using a standard USB-C cable. One caveat though, even though it does support USB-C through a cable, it for some reason would not connect to my phone using a USB-C to Lightning cable, even the original one. So I don't know what's up with that, but the included adapter works perfectly as I am using it right now. From what I was able to test, any other USB-C device will work just fine using a standard USB-C cable that supports data transmission. One thing to note is that when you plug it into your computer, it will only receive one channel, and it will only receive channel 1. For some reason, even though I had both on and I switched between having only one or only the other on, when I was plugging it into the computer, it just wouldn't detect the second channel no matter what I did. So there's that caveat over there. This is not intended to be used with a computer. The fact that it can be used with a computer is, I guess, plus enough. But do keep that in mind. If you want to buy this to use on your computer, you will only be able to use one transmitter, and that's the one that connects to channel 1. So if you are like most people who probably want to buy this to have two transmitters just so that you can use one, spend the or discharge the battery, use it up all the way, and then use the other one as a backup, you're not going to be able to do that if you want to do it with your computer. So there's that. It's a small caveat, and again, this is not the intended purpose of the microphone anyway. So back to what I mentioned about one having noise isolation on and the other one not. I did it intentionally because I am in a room where I do have fan noise. I have an AC that is only blowing air right now, and I have a pedestal fan that's blowing straight at me. So the one that is blowing straight at me, that's why I'm using the wind muff here. And I did not attach the wind muff to the other one to test the noise isolation capabilities of this one. I wanted to see if the voice is too distorted like some wireless labs tend to do when they do the noise isolation thing. The voice starts to sound a little bit garbled or a little bit electronic. There's something unnatural about the voice when the noise isolation is active. So I wanted to test how much of a difference there is when the noise isolation is active and when it is not active. So all in all, I was very impressed with the sound quality of this Mailada X5 microphone. There's a reason it costs a little bit more than other budget alternatives, but I think it is worth the price. If you cannot afford something like a DJI microphone, then this is definitely an excellent alternative. So what do you think about the sound of the Mailada X5? I think it's an awesome sounding microphone for the price especially. Yes, it is a little bit higher than maybe what some people can afford, but if you're wondering whether or not it is worth it to spend that much money on this microphone, then you might want to compare it to a much more affordable ones that I actually have, and I tested them. You can see the video right here. So this is it for now. I hope to see you in the next one, and until then, may God bless you.